moly. The PlayStation 5 is huge. People have been putting the lineup together for all the internet to see. And it turns out that the PlayStation 5 is the biggest console ever made. People were making fun of it before because of the way it looked. And now, being a monster? God, it's gonna get so much hate. And speaking of hate, people are hating the Xbox Series X simplicity, just this big old tower. But it's not so big when you compare it to the PlayStation 5 now, is it? Man, that shit is huge. Now, it's not gonna fit in my current entertainment system setup, and I'm definitely not gonna buy a brand new one for the PlayStation 5. Maybe I'm gonna hide it behind my TV like I do my router. I really don't know what's gonna happen. But my God, it's so big. Now, I'm definitely gonna get the smaller, thinner one, the digital only version, because it reminds me of the 360 with the, like it's taking a breath, ready to explode with that 1-inch punch. And it's a big plus that it's thinner too, because the other one is just huge on top of huge. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. It's packing a lot of power, so it needs all that extra space for the fans and whatever it needs. So I mean, I guess you can't knock it over, because if you do, your whole house will fall. I'm just messing around. But it's huge. It's really big. So be prepared, guys. If you're gonna buy the PlayStation 5, be prepared to have to pay some extra rent, because you know it's like having a whole pet rent. You're gonna need some PlayStation 5 rent, because that's gonna take up so much space. Man. Anyways, just wanted you guys to know that the PlayStation 5 is huge. Shit. Speaking of which, also wanted to talk about Spider-Man, which is going to come out on launch for the PlayStation 5, which is huge. And there's a big old brouhaha how people are saying that it's just an expansion, it's just DLC, as reported by IGN. And that it's an expansion and to the story, but you play a different character, of course. And it was rumored that it would come bundled, the previous Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 will come bundled with this expansion on the PlayStation 5. Now, if that is true, that is awesome for me, because I didn't play the one on the PlayStation 4. But it has a lot of people on the internet confused, and they're asking, so what? Is this just an expansion to the PlayStation 4 version, and we're just gonna have a new character? You know, is that how it's gonna work, or is this a full-fledged game? And Insomniac doesn't really clarify. They say this is a standalone game. However, that doesn't mean that it's not using assets, or it's not just an expansion to the previous Spider-Man. So it has a lot of people just confused about the situation. If it's an expansion to the previous Spider-Man, then you know you don't really expect it to look too much different than the previous Spider-Man. Sure, it's gonna have a little bit more graphical power because the PlayStation 5 has more graphics, but if you're using the same assets and it's not built for the PlayStation 5 from the ground up, then it kinda sucks, you know what I mean? This is kind of almost like a cross-gen game instead. But either way, it's still good news. You get a Spider-Man game coming out, and it's an expansion on the story either way. And Insomniac did say it's a standalone game, meaning you don't have to buy the previous one. But we'll see. Just want to touch on those few things with you guys. I just thought it was funny that the PlayStation 5 was so big, and now there's a little bit of confusion about Spider-Man. Either way, I'm gonna get both when they come out. Insomniac says they're gonna clarify it a little bit later on when they release more information on the game, so I guess we'll get a final answer before we actually get the PlayStation 5 at launch. Either way, I'm excited for both. If hopefully it comes with the previous game, so I don't have to, buy it again or skip it, because I'm not gonna go back. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you guys think about the size of the PlayStation 5, because that shit is huge. Oh my god. And it looks like kind of like a spaceship, so I don't know, it's a bold design, Sony. Bold design, and I gotta give it to you. I'll give you my money for that shit. Gotta hide it behind my TV or something, because I ain't got no damn space.